Mayhem athletes, welcome to the Nimble and Quick training cycle. We're talking all things gymnastics. This 6-week block, we're going to focus on ring and bar muscle ups, and we've done it a little bit differently this time. We're going to break it into 2 levels. Level 1 is for those athletes that are still working on their skill and technique and maybe only have a few ring or bar muscle ups. Level 2 will be for those that have higher capacity or volume tolerance, for those that maybe can do 5, 6, 7 or more unbroken. So choose your level based on where your skills are now, and know that we're going to prep you both for the open and then through our compete cycle for quarterfinals. So this is week number 1, and we're gonna dive in first with level 1. The first piece is going to be a skill piece, and what we wanna do is refine the technique, the swing mechanics before we get to our actual training for the day. So what we'll do is 5 sets of 2 small ring swings into 1 max effort ring swing into a hip drive. Make sure you watch the video for this. We have a full demo. The focus here is making sure that you're swinging with a nice long body line, and then as you go into your hip drive, you still have a tight body line where your shoulders are above your hips and your hips are above your feet. One of the major faults for athletes is getting their feet too high on the ring muscle up and catching the turnover in that like death L position, right? That pike position where it's hard to turn over. So we want to focus on a nice tight body line with, again, shoulders, then hips, then feet. And by the way, the next 6 weeks, we will do this same drill over and over again to make sure we're refining our technique. Then we're going to move into our initial test. It'll be part B, 1 set, AMRAP unbroken ring muscle ups. All we want to do is just get a number on the board. How many can you do unbroken? Make sure you warm up well for this, and then give yourself 1 attempt at an unbroken set. We'll use that number for the next 6 weeks, so make sure you write it down, and then we'll use it again today. So part C is going to be an 8-minute EMOM. On the odd minutes, you will do a 30-second ski or row at a 5K effort. If you haven't done a 5K, just think about this more like a 20 to 30-minute effort where you're breathing a little bit, you're getting your heart rate up, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Then on the even minutes, we're going to do 50% of your max unbroken ring muscle ups from part B. So whatever your max unbroken, let's say you did 5, you're gonna do 2 to 3 reps on those even minutes through the 8-minute EMOM. Then our next piece, now we're gonna shift into bar muscle ups. You will do 1 to 2 sets of a 20 or 16 male, female respectively, cal ski or row, again, your preference, directly into 3.2.1 bar muscle ups for time. And what that means is you will do 3 unbroken bar muscle ups, you'll rest the minimum amount of time, then you'll do 2 bar muscle ups, rest a minimum amount of time, and then do 1. Your rest is going to be dictated on whether or not you can do another rep successfully. So once you do your 3, wait until you know you can do 2, and then once you do your 2, wait until you can do another single. For those that are still struggling with their bar muscle ups, you can reduce the rep range here. It may just be as simple as 1.1.1, meaning you're getting some practice doing fast singles. I promise you, if you practice this, getting back to the pull-up bar quickly and doing your next bar muscle up, you're gonna be better off in the open. So this is really good practice. After you finish a set, you'll rest 2 to 3 minutes, and then you'll repeat that again if you choose for a second set. Now that is level 1. Level 2, again, is gonna be a little bit more advanced. So what we'll start with is the same skill session. We already talked about that, the 5 sets of small ring swing into a max effort into a hip drive. Then you're going to do the same initial test. AMRAP unbroken ring muscle ups with a 25 rep cap. I know most of you are like, there's no way I'm gonna get close to 25, but for those that can, we'll stop at 25 reps. We don't wanna do any more than that because we have some additional training. Then our next piece will be 2 to 3 sets. You will do a 1-minute ski at your 5K effort. Again, around that 20 to 30-minute effort. It shouldn't add a ton of fatigue, but you should be breathing and have a little bit of blood buildup in your lats and your triceps before we go into the ring muscle ups. That's intentional. We want to pre-fatigue you before you do the ring muscle ups. Then, once you finish that 1-minute ski, you're going to go immediately into a 20% AMRAP unbroken ring muscle ups. What that means is whatever your max unbroken, you're gonna do 20% of that unbroken for this set. You'll rest as little time as possible, and then do another 20% AMRAP unbroken, rest as little as possible, and then do a third 20% AMRAP unbroken. So a good way to think about this, let's say you did 10 unbroken ring muscle ups in the initial test, you will do a 1-minute ski, immediately into 2 unbroken ring muscle ups, rest, 2 unbroken ring muscle ups, rest, 2 unbroken ring muscle ups. If you did more than that, then you just follow the 20% rule here. This should not be too challenging today for those that have good ring muscle ups. That is intentional. We want you to focus on getting off the rings, resetting quickly, and getting back to the rings and doing another fast set in as little time as possible. You'll rest 3 minutes between sets, and again, you'll repeat that for 2 to 3 sets today. That is it for week number 1. This is the first week of our Nimble and Quick cycle. We'll see you guys next week.